Hello everyone, how are we doing? Today is an exciting day for two reasons. Reason one, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4 has officially been revealed today and it is releasing on the 23rd of October this year. It looks fire. Reason two, a couple days ago, we had a creator call, right? And Infinity Ward released so much information and I can finally talk about it today. Before that, guys, make sure to like and subscribe, all that fun stuff. Helps pay the bills and helps me keep creating content. First off, we're going to talk about campaign. So the gist of it is already something crazy right off the bat. North Korea is invading South Korea. So politically, IRL, that is just wild. Infinity Ward has some massive balls for making this the campaign setting. In saying that, some things I saw in the campaign, crazy stuff, a lot of explosions, a lot of people dying. It was very cinematic, I think is the word to use. I don't want to talk too much into campaign because I want to keep it spoiler free for everyone and just give you the gist of it. Now moving on to the most important part of the video, multiplayer. So I'm just going to drop a banger right off the bat. Prestige system is back. Prestige system is going to be a little bit similar to Black Ops 6 and 7, but with one key difference. You actually have two ways to prestige. So once you hit the max level, you can prestige your character and you'll be given two options. Option one, you can simply keep all your items and level up. You also unlock one reward, which is the Ghost SAS skin. Or you can lose all your items, get a permanent 20% XP bonus, one unlock token, and the classic Ghost skin as well as the SAS skin altogether. I know what I'm going for. But very cool. So if you want to just play the game, level up, prestige, while also keeping your weapon levels, then there is an option for that. If you want to be a hardcore guy and just lose all your weapon unlocks and get some rewarded for it, you can. That's really cool that we can have a choice like that now. Moving on to some in-game stuff, movement. Now, movement has been a very important factor for any Call of Duty, any game in general, right? And I think they have done a really good job this year. It's very fluid. There is no wall running, no wall bouncing, anything like that. There is tactical sprinting, there's all that normal stuff, but they've added some very interesting things. I saw a clip of a guy climbing a pole. Like, he just grabbed onto the pole and just started climbing up it. Mantling is way faster now, there is just barely any delay now, so you're not going to get absolutely shredded the moment you peek your head over. And here's something really interesting, ledge hanging is still a thing, but they have upgraded it quite a bit. They showed a clip of a truck, right? And this guy jumps on the truck, and they called it ledge shimming, and he could traverse all around the truck by ledge hanging. So you can actually move left and right while on the truck, sorry, while ledge hanging, and you can traverse all around the truck. It was baffling to see, but they did it. It was really cool. Another interesting feature they added is, I think they called it supine sliding or something like that. Basically, by double tapping B on controller and doing a normal slide, you actually do a special slide where you slide on your back and you slide further than you would with a normal slide, and you end up in a prone position once it's done. So that was interesting. One thing they talked about, but we didn't actually see any clips of, is they said that grenades or explosions can actually knock you down. So instead of killing you, you'll get thrown back a little bit and you'll just fall to the ground. I don't know what that looks like. I don't know if that stops you from shooting or anything like that, but something to keep in mind. Now, something really exciting that's going to pretty much change competitive Call of Duty and just Call of Duty in general is Bloom. So for those that don't know, Bloom is when you hipfire, the bullets are going to go randomly in a direction of that little hipfire box. In Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4, there is no Bloom, which means the bullets in your gun is just going to go straight, nowhere else, of where you're aiming from your barrel. So if you have a laser, those bullets are going to go where your laser's pointing. That changes more than you think. People can make hipfire only builds and just absolutely shred without using ADS. It is going to be a massive game changer. Alright, now moving on to loadouts. So you've got 24 primary weapons, you've got 3 snipers, 2 or 3 shotguns, 3 LMGs, about 4 or 5 SMGs, and 7 assault rifles. You've also got 8 secondary weapons and 1 melee weapon. You've got the Basilisk was one of them that I saw. You've got the RPG, Strela, and the Javelin is coming as well. Perks. Now, this is a big one. Ninja is confirmed to be coming to multiplayer, so I know a lot of people have really wanted that in their multiplayer lobbies, and you won. You've also got Quick Fix coming, as well as some normal standard stuff like Restock, Fast Hands, Hardline, Overkill, and a couple others like Scavenger, and there might be like 1 or 2 new perks, but personally I have no idea what they are. They never explained it, they just showed us like a little bit of an image of what the perk looks like, but with no explanation. You've also got 11 lethal weapons coming. You've got the grenade, you've got the thermite, you've got the drill charge, Molotov, Claymore, C4. And on the picture they showed of the list of lethals, there was a picture of a pistol. So I don't know if you just whip out a pistol as a lethal attack. It seems interesting. So we'll see what that is when they officially reveal some more stuff. You've also got 9 tacticals. So you've got like smoke grenades, flash grenades, stun grenades, shock charges are back, heartbeat sensor, decoys, a couple other things that I also have no idea what they are. One's like a picture of a square, and yeah, just some random objects. Okay, I just remembered one. So they actually had razor wires coming to COD. Coming to multiplayer, so that's from Rainbow Six Siege, so you step on the wires, you get a little bit of damage, your movement is slowed, so that is coming to multiplayer. That is going to be very interesting for Search and Destroy. You've also got 11 field upgrades coming to multiplayer. Tech inserts are back, trophy systems, portable radar, and interesting news, riot shields are now a field upgrade. You can't actually have them in your loadout anymore, you have to get them from a field upgrade. They are breakable, by the way. If they're shot long enough, they will be destroyed, but you can also place the riot shields down and use them as cover. And a couple other things that I also have no idea what they are, but images looks like a drone strike, one looks like a love heart. I think it could be battle rage, but yeah. Oh, and recon drones are coming as well. Now moving on to kill streaks. So they have all the things from MW2 moving over to MW4 for the kill streaks, but they've also got some weird stuff. We saw a trailer and they had a Juggernaut with explosive rounds, like he was shooting off grenade launchers or something, like an RGL, I guess. We had a care package drop from a plane, but the care package had missiles on it that you could aim from the care package while it was flying down. It was really cool. You've also got planes, little toy planes that you can fly around and shoot people with. Helicopter as well, like a little remote control helicopter with a turret on the bottom of it. There's some really interesting stuff for kill streaks coming, and they're only going to add more as the seasons progress. Now onto a really big reveal. Prestige attachments, although in this game they are called Apex attachments. So basically, when you reach the max level on a weapon, you don't prestige, you simply unlock a final attachment. Now these attachments don't cost an attachment slot. So if you have 5 attachments, the Apex attachment is considered a free 6th attachment, right? And some of the reveals, some of the attachments they showed off were just insane. So for example, one of them was a sniper, but the sniper had 3 throwing knives equipped to it, and you could throw those throwing knives out at just any time and just boom, 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 just kill someone. It was, wow. There was this one pistol, right, with an Apex attachment, and you could tilt the gun to the side like you're doing a bit of a tac stance thing, and you just whip out a shotgun 12 gauge buckshot and just go bang, just one shot the dude. It was 1 ammo piece out of, like, you had 1 round in the mag, and you could reload it up to 4 times. And there was also a assault rifle with, it was like a tracking bullet, I guess. You shot the enemy, and then the enemy ran behind a wall, and then you could see the enemy's position from your weapon. Like, it had like a full 3D GPS thing, something like that as well. There was also this Apex attachment for an SMG where it basically made your gun extremely silent. So they said it was the most silent gun they've ever created. And when you shoot someone with it, they don't get told where you're shooting from. So there's no directional fire, when you get the blood on your screen of which way the shots went. And that SMG just says, nah, GG. Another 2 things, they had a shotgun with a special kind of light. And when an enemy looks at you with that light, they get blinded, like, horrendously, like everything goes all blurry and it looks horrible from the enemy's perspective. They also had a weapon with an underbarrel laser guided missile launcher. It was a mini missile, of course, but you could control the rocket with the laser, and I thought that was really cool, and that's going to go some crazy plays if that's a one-shot weapon. And lastly, for one of the AK weapons, they had a underbarrel that had an inbuilt jammer into it, so you whip out the underbarrel and you shoot a jammer and it just blows up anything within the range of that, so any kill streaks, any field upgrades, stuff like that. And that was very unique, very interesting. Just a couple more things based on loadouts. So one of them is that the pick 3 perks are back. So you pick 3 perks. You don't have to unlock them like MW2 where they unlock slowly throughout the game. You're just always going to have it immediately at the start of the game. Another cool thing I noticed is when I was watching the trailer, there was actually blood on the weapon. So when you take damage, I imagine a bit of blood splurts onto your weapon. So very cool little nifty quality of life feature there. Weapon unlocks are just one straight line. You don't have to unlock multiple weapons to get another weapon unlocked. It's just it's all one path for each weapon. As for maps, there's not much to say about the maps. I didn't pay too much attention because it was more like a quick fly through what kind of content we got. I saw things like a reactor, a ship that looks just like Hijacked from Black Ops, a place called Transit, which is interesting, a place called Coal, there was like a snow map, a rocket facility, stuff like that. It was really cool. They really looked really nice and look forward to it. But what was really big, what they talked about a lot, was a map called Kill Block. I think it was either Kill Block or Gridlock. But anyway, so this map is the first ever dynamic map. So what that means is every game, or every round, I should say, it changes completely. So one day, half the map's going to be Crash. The next round, it could be Kill House or Woods, for example, or Storage Town from Verdansk, and it's just a constantly changing environment. It's a really cool feature they've added. I'm really excited to see how that fully fleshes out in multiplayer. Now, for the game modes at launch, so what they're going to have is the generic Team Deathmatch, Domination, Hardpoint, Kill Confirmed, and Free-For-All, as well as 3 new respawn modes, Counterattack, Inflation, and Hijack. For round-based stuff, we're going to have Search and Destroy. Gunfight is making a return, as well as Gunfight 10v10. So that's going to be very interesting. That's like a glorified Search and Destroy, I guess, without the bomb. You've also got big map modes, so you've got Combat Outpost and Frontal Assault, both 2 new modes, but it's most likely just some sort of amped up ground war kind of environment. For the party modes, you've got Gun Game and Drop Zone returning as well. And some other interesting news. So Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4 is not going to be on last gen, meaning you can only play it on Xbox One X, possibly the Xbox One S, I'm not too sure, or the PlayStation 5. And one more thing, the Switch 2. That's right, the Nintendo Switch 2. Call of Duty on that. That is, wow. I did not expect that. I'm going to be buying one and turning crossplay off and just seeing how easy the lobbies are. So that is pretty much everything covering Modern Warfare 4 multiplayer. There is also a third mode coming, and that is obviously DMZ. DMZ is making a return on launch. So I'm most excited for DMZ personally, and they've sent me like a little bit of a script to read to you guys. So I'm going to read that out now. So DMZ is the definite Call of Duty extraction experience, a living combat sandbox where every deployment is a new story. You can deploy solo or with a squad mate into a volatile conflict zone as an off-the-books asset tasked with recovering advanced military technology left in the wake of war. The conditions in the exclusion zone are always shifting, with changing weather, dynamic military objectives, and hostile forces moving throughout the zone. Loot, fight, negotiate, betray, and extract with whatever you can carry. The harder you push, the harder the world pushes back. Every run is a risk, every encounter is a choice, and no 2 deployments play out the same way. So I'm just going to say, first up, I loved DMZ1 in Modern Warfare 2. It was amazing. It was a little bit rushed, it felt like, but I enjoyed it regardless. There was just so much cool content. There were so many cool rewards, and the Season 5 Halloween was just absolute peak. But anyway, guys, that wraps up the video. If you have any questions regarding anything I've said today, or just anything in Modern Warfare 4 in general, just leave a comment. Let me know what your thoughts are and what you're excited about in Modern Warfare 4. Because I am just, everything I've seen today, it is hype. That's all I'm going to say. But otherwise, thank you for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm Elvis Cod, and MW4 is going to be a Call of Duty of all Call of Duties. Peace.